Welcome, and thank you for listening to the Thrive55 Plus podcast, where we give practical inspiration so you get healthier. Your host, Cheryl Jones, will help you uncover more of who you already are and explore what you need to heal and flourish one moment at a time. Cheryl is an author, wellness leader, and health coach voted one of the most powerful women in the mindfulness movement by Mindful Magazine. There is no AI-generated content in this podcast. This has been created by subject matter expert Cheryl Jones.
Welcome to the Thrive55 Plus show. I'm your host, Cheryl Jones, and in this episode, we're going to explore what it means to really listen in conversations, to strengthen connection, and to champion others. One of the most important ways that we can live our best lives after 55 involves bolstering our social wellness. This is all about our relationships and how we interact with the people in our lives. Social isolation and loneliness are health risks linked to a variety of diseases and disorders, as well as to earlier death. How we live in our 60s determines how we will live in our 80s. Now is the perfect time to strengthen and build meaningful relationships with the people who support you and offer a sense of belonging. One of the best ways to improve our social wellness is to develop and practice our listening skills. I came back from a recent trip feeling shocked and deeply saddened by the way in which I was treated by someone I've considered a long-time friend. My hurt became the motivation for creating this episode, and I hope it highlights the need for us to seek out opportunities every day to foster healthy, loving, satisfying interactions, particularly at this point in life when we wish to feel more peace and connection. Have you ever been in a conversation and as the other person is speaking, you're thinking about what you're going to pick up at the grocery store or an email you need to send out? We can be in one place in our bodies and another in our minds. Observing when this happens with curiosity rather than self-criticism is a great way to improve our listening skills. During conversations, just notice whenever the mind is elsewhere. There's no need for self-judgment. When you discover that you are not listening, just bring your attention back to the breath and back to what the other person is saying, back to being present in the moment you're in right now. Can you recall a time when during a discussion you had a thought about something you wanted to say, and because you were afraid you might forget your point, you focused your attention on remembering what it was that you wanted to say, instead of listening to the other person? Maybe we're trying to sound smart or we're looking for commonality. I know I've done this. And by the time the other person was finished talking, my point wasn't even relevant to the conversation. The invitation here is to stay with the conversation, to relax and simply listen, to practice being fully present for what is being said, and to trust that you will know what to say when it's your turn to talk. At times, our desire to feel connected causes us to jump in before the other person is finished speaking. We may interrupt and enthusiastically claim, "That happened to me too." Truly listening means we allow the other person to finish talking. We can smile or nod while they're talking and then say something in response to what they just said. Really listening asks that we slow down, develop patience, and foster a nourishing flow. Sometimes our need to help others causes us to give advice or to try and solve their problem. Sure, we can share our experiences and the lessons we've learned, but we want to hold a perspective that this person already has within them everything they need to solve their problem, to succeed, and to be happy. Holding this perspective and using empowering language helps them to believe that they are indeed capable of dealing with their situation. This is what it means to champion another person. Rather than share a common experience or give advice, we can learn to hold space for another person. We create a judgment-free, safe space where they can be honest, be themselves, and explore the possibilities. This is what counselors and coaches do, and perhaps some friends who are particularly skillful this way. I'd like to share 10 powerful phrases. These offer a variety of ways to show that you are listening, that you care, and that you believe in another person's capabilities, even if you're not sure you do. By training your brain to use fresh language, you may develop a healthier perspective of this person and see them as they are now. I encourage you to practice whichever phrases feel most natural to you and adjust them so they are in your own words. Here we go. Number 1, it sounds like you blank what you think you heard. Take a moment to briefly repeat back in your own words the gist of what the other person just said. This gives them a chance to clarify. 2, thank you for trusting me with this. This shows that you value their honesty and their trust in you. Plus, expressing gratitude is always a helpful way to create an open, honest conversation. 3, you seem blank. Name the feeling you think they are feeling. Don't worry if you get it wrong. Naming a feeling shows that you are listening, and it will give the other person a chance to clarify how they are really feeling. 4, what feels right to you? This shows that you believe they already have the answer inside. Instead of giving your opinion, you are trying to draw out their wisdom. 5, you handled that situation very well. We all need to feel validated. We all need a pat on the back sometimes. 6, your blank, a strength you see, really helped you there. You're naming a strength you see in them. It shows that you know them. Sometimes we need to be reminded of what we have going for us. 7, what possibilities exist? What are your options? Instead of telling another person what to do, you are helping them to think about how they can solve a problem. You're showing that you believe in them. 8, you really deserve this. This is way better than saying you're really lucky. Telling someone they deserve some positive thing that happened reminds them that they are worthy of that goodness. 9, you did your best. If you had the chance for a do-over, what might you do differently? I believe we all do the best that we can in any given moment. Asking this question gives the other person a chance to reflect, identify the lesson learned, and take that forward. 10, you've got this. We all need to be cheered on. This proclaims your faith in them. Using these phrases will help the other person to feel seen and heard. You are providing validation and the opportunity to share a little bit more. As they are speaking, pay attention to how they respond, their body language, facial expressions, the look in their eyes. Maybe their posture straightens up, or they smile or nod their head. This tells you that they are feeling positive, and hopefully this makes you feel positive too. Up-training your communication skills will build self-confidence and help you to be less critical of others. It will also help you to create healthy, interdependent relationships. Deepening connection and strengthening relationships doesn't mean we have to bare our souls. We don't need to confess our sins or air our dirty laundry. Deepening connection is about being present, fully present, listening with your whole self, and learning how to champion another person. It's about seeing another person as they are, their strengths, their heartbreak, their beauty, their successes, their failures, their awesomeness. Being able to champion others may challenge us to overcome our dark side. Yes, we all have a dark side. We all have moments when we briefly feel jealous, defensive, or annoyed by others. If we were raised by a critical parent, it might be difficult or unnatural to champion others. If we haven't been nurtured or spoken to sweetly, the use of empowering language may feel foreign. As we cultivate awareness, we get to know ourselves better. We accept and embrace all the parts of who we are and continue to seek opportunities for healing. This helps us to restore a sense of wholeness and helps in our soul evolution process. The end game is to be able to find happiness in the happiness of others, to evolve to the point where we can uplift others and experience vicarious joy. Here we genuinely feel positive about another person's well-being. When we operate from this high vibration, we will attract more positive people, experiences, and opportunities into our lives. In closing, I want to thank you once again for allowing me to be part of your journey. Truly listening, holding space, and using empowering language strengthens our sense of connection and builds healthy relationships. We discover how to uplift others while growing and healing ourselves. This helps us to thrive forward and to live our best lives after 55. But don't believe me. Give these practices a try and see what you discover. If you have a comment or a question about today's episode, just write to me at Cheryl@thrivingwithcheryljones.com. I hope you'll join me next time when I talk with Eric Durek about how exercise improves cancer recovery and may help reduce the risk of recurrence. Thanks very much for listening. Be well and thrive on.
Thank you for tuning in to the Thrive 55 Plus podcast. Contact Cheryl with a burning question, access free mindfulness meditation resources, and schedule a free consultation to explore how you can achieve your goals and aspirations through personalized coaching sessions with Cheryl. Just visit her website, thrivingwithcheryljones.com. Subscribe to or follow the Thrive 55 Plus podcast, leave a review, or share it with a friend. Until next time, be well and thrive on.